Welcome, everyone, to Dose of Truth Tarot for December 7th through to the 14th in the year 2023. So, this week, we're going to look at relationship. We're going to be going into Mercury retrograde as really, I think it's on the 15th. So, we're in pre retrograde and have been for a while. And what's um, going to possibly impact us is the intellect, our minds, our thinking. My bird is interrupting. You can hear him chirping in the background. He's having one of those I'm not going to be obedient warnings. I wanted him in the video, but he's not coming in. All right, so let's take a peek. I'm going to use the Rodig Tarot. Love this deck for relationships. And I'm just going to pick what is our past influence. What is our past influence is the Eight of Batons that says we must be cautious. Prudence, caution. It's caution in fire, so that means, all right, if the fire comes up and, over stimulates, let's say, our senses, or we get a fiery temper, or there's too much stress, we've got to be careful because we can, go into excess stressors or have a terrible argument, or you can hurt your own body, that relationship with your body and relationship with others. You want to make sure that, hey, let me tread lightly here. Let's see, our present position is Three of Swords. So interestingly enough, what the cards are telling us is, hey, maybe you weren't prudent, and even if you were, there's going to be either sorrow coming up as a release, because the three can help us release, or we're going to get excessively, um, let's say, critical of ourselves and others. So you really, really want to pay attention to that prudence card. And the third one is the King of Cups. Well, that says great. Everything is going to work out, quote unquote. That's like the traditional response. Hey, it'll all work out. But to be more detailed about this, the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, excuse me, the Knight of Cups starts to talk about our masculine. So this can be the males in your life, masculine. It can be female as well, because as we know, sometimes we can be more um, uh, leaning more heavily on our own personal masculine than our feminine in any particular moment. So it doesn't matter the sex of the individual. What matters is our um, where our masculine energy is at, and we need that masculine energy. So let's say during this week I'm feeling really hyper emotional. I really can't get in touch with my masculine. Then I'm going to go to my partner, who is male and highly masculine. He has the let me fix that, let me find a solution, and he'll be able to ground and anchor me and give me that love and attention that I would probably need. So maybe an example worked a little bit better. So for all of you out there, when you start to get a little bit too critical of yourself, or you feel like, you want to cry, good time to let your masculine come in and say, yeah, cry. Yeah, maybe you should stop critiquing yourself. These are things you need to be cautious of for the week. Now, let's relate this for a moment to Mercury. It's going to slowly go into retrograde. Sometimes we have to be so careful of the swords, because the swords, Mercury, swords are the mind. Mercury is all about, the misinterpretations that we have. So that can also be a little bent here. Just be careful you don't misinterpret the people you come across. Listen to what people have to say. Listen to what your loved ones have to say. Even if your head says, yeah, I know what they're going to say, I know. Listen. And that might clear your three that's always building up different ideas that create sorrow. So it's a good time to follow the Knight of Cups. Um, Yeah, the Knight of Cups too is very loving and compassionate, supportive and protective. All right. Well, thank you very much, and check my unattractive nails. Sorry, I didn't do them for you guys. Anyhow, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful week, and see you next week.